Hi, I'm Amy with Rocket Jones, and today I am talking with Jeff Bristol, who's the founder and president of Rocket Jones Interactive. Jeff, when I started working at Rocket Jones and would tell people the name of the company that I worked at, when I said I worked at Rocket Jones, people always commented on the name. They would say it's such a fun name, such a clever name. But since working here, I know that there's a bit more depth to the name than just a catchy, fun, pithy title. Why did you decide to name a software development company Rocket Jones?
Glad you asked. It's a fun question. We get people ask us a lot about that. Besides thinking it was a fun and cool name at the time, it also really embodies two very core principles about our company, and and sort of helps keep us guided towards what's important to us. What we saw in the industry and still see is a couple of two different sides. Oftentimes, you see a company that's very strong in technology. Um, and perhaps it's the proverbial coder in the basement who loves the new shiny technology object and but isn't so great at answering the phone or returning emails, and maybe even gets halfway through a project and kind of gets bored and is on to the next thing. Maybe very intelligent, very smart in programming, but can't really get those skills into the real world to make a difference. We also see the other side of that coin, which is the company that's very smooth and polished, wine and dine you, pick up the lunch tab, promise you the world, and gets into the project and doesn't have the technical chops, doesn't have the expertise and experience to really deliver something that's solid. And we said, if we're going to do this, and we are, those two things have to go together. We have to be able to um, have a passion and love for the technology, care about things like security, which nobody wants to think about, but everybody wants to think about, as an example. But implementing technology, staying up to date with standards, implementing not just the shiniest thing, but the thing that's going to apply best to a given situation. So that's the rocket side, the nuts and bolts and gears, the cutting edge technology. Our engineers are passionate about doing that part of the project right, and that's very important to us, delivering a solid solution. The other side of that is the Joneses, and it's we've always been a very personable company, relational company. We want to build partnerships with our customers. We love what we do. We're proud of what we do, and we want to work with people in that way. And so, we consider ourselves the Joneses from next door. You can talk to us. You can relate to us. We're going to translate technology for you in a way that you can understand. We're not going to come in talking in some tech language to hear ourselves and sound important. We have to take technology, but we want to translate it in a way that makes it meaningful. And those two things together develop a client relationship and a product that's a success. And that's why we believe we've been successful for 15 plus years doing this, is keeping those two things in balance, keeping those two things together. And that's really at the heart and passion of who we are. We use a tagline that's basically down to earth people, out of this world programming, which is another way that we sort of encapsulate um, programming and tech, the Joneses from next door, and that's who we are as a company and who we'll continue to be.
Yeah.